Hey guys, this is Michael. I've been having some problems. This is why I reinstalled last time. I installed Windows a few times. This is the problem I've been having with Windows. Um, don't know why I have a FTP here. This is stuff related to a website. That's why. Okay. Uh, my restore for spaces box. Okay. It's my but my problem right now is I go in here and go into any drive and like personal drive, I'll go in here and do properties, and it has read only. Read only. Go in here, folders already are for archiving allow for folders to addition or properties. And you know, so I turn off RGD and I turn off read only, then I click apply and I apply the photo and subfolders, click OK, and then I click OK, and then it does this. Well, we'll watch it. I can pause the video, but in a second, when the video is done, we'll look at it again. And it should say read only is clear, but it doesn't clear the read only. I have had this problem with a lot of my drives. It seems that I'll have to switch to Linux or something that's not controlled by the government of the United States, because either Donald J. Trump is using somebody to control my computer and saying I'm a sex offender. And if I am a sex offender, what the hell did I have sex with to be a sex offender? And if it's somebody else, then they're somehow rooting my machine remotely. And when they're doing it remotely, they are doing it with stuff that the government uses to remotely go into PCs. Now, I have put stuff on Hoobie about people who hear voices, and I say that I might be a president of or former president. I'm also ambassador. Why would somebody go into somebody's computer that's an ambassador or former ambassador or press and media and make it where all their file types are read only? Who gives them that right? Are they wanting war with the world I'm with, even if they're make believe, or are they wanting war with me because I'm press and media? Does Microsoft want me to switch from using Microsoft to Apple, or is it because Apple hates me right now because of my iPhone? You know, is that the problem? I still have issues with my iPhone. I have phone, you know, I got this free phone. It has issues. I have an iPhone. It has issues. And I have a Steam Deck. It has issues. Seems that all the devices I have issues. And this phone right now seems not having many issues, but it's a $50 phone. But it's been stolen. I had a problem where my TikToks. I had a TikTok where I had it said I had 150 people under my TikTok, and then my phone was stolen, and I came back and it said I had two. It went from 150 to two. So somebody's deleting my people off TikTok. Is it because I'm saying something about Route 89 and they're offended about Route 89 on TikTok? Are they mad at me because of Route or the lakes on RSM and Mission Viejo? What did I do to the lakes on RSM and about trying to make the money in zoning? What did I do to Route 89? Is it because of Donald J. Trump? Somebody with Donald J. Trump? If Donald J. Trump is my problem, why is he my problem? I don't want to have a war with Donald J. Trump. But Trump wants to have war with me and freedom of speech and the right to bear arms and the right of a religion, all the things that make the Bill of Rights in the United States what they are. If I'm completely crazy and I'm not president, not in God, just a stupid human, and I'm nothing on there, but I am pressing media through CES 2025 and 2026 in Computex, and I can prove that, then I am also being barred from being press. So, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. These are my issues with Donald. And I have wrote to Donald, Donald at whitehouse.gov. I have even wrote Donald Trump at whitehouse.gov, and also I wrote to whitehouse.gov. Wrote multiple letters to the damn guy. He's never called me, never responded to any of my responses. Um, I don't know the guy other than when I wrote to him when I was just getting out of the Salvation Army. I read a book. The book was Win Friends and Influence People. It was, and what the book was about was you could do different strategies to win friends and influence. And part of the book was this guy who was the author. He said he'd write people he didn't know and get to know them and build rapport and trust. And by doing that, they would do him favors, but maybe they just get to know the people. And you can write people's name on something, tear the pitch after you write it down, you drop it in the trash after you get to know the person, so you remember names and such. Well, I wrote Donald J. Trump when he was at, of all places, his tower in New York. And I wrote him and asked him to send my brother a signed autograph just saying that I'm proud that he graduated high school and college. And also, I asked him that he send it to him because he gave me a book. It was when we want you to be rich about Donald Trump and and Kiyosaki. Kiyosaki, I couldn't find his address, so I wrote to Donald J. Trump and asked to that Donald J. Trump, maybe write Kiyosaki and get a book signed by both of them to my brother or send them something. He did send something to my brother. My brother, absolutely loved it at the time. He put it on his wall and signed and had it. I was jealous of it because that thing is like a 24, 34-inch print on his wall. And then my sister, I got a graduation certificate from University of North Texas. My sister said, I, I had it in my hand. We went to the frame shop. My sister said, we get this frame. The frame is $20. I wanted to buy like a $45, $50 frame and make it really nice because I fought two and a half years for my degree in University of North Texas. I fought every day for that degree. It was online. It was hard. I worked hard for it. I was proud of being a University of North Texan. I was proud of being American. I was proud of being me. I was being eaten and taken and attacked at night by somebody. I was turned into goat meat. It was not a fun time for my life. I also worked almost every day on reading chapters, full chapters. Sometimes I had to read 4 or 5 chapters a week of different subjects. I had 4 classes. I'd have to work 4 chapters of each class. It was difficult. It wasn't fun. I didn't expect to go back to school at 48 and get my degree. And I did graduate in 2023. I'm really proud of myself. I didn't have the money to go to Dallas to walk. So I couldn't walk. I wanted to, but I didn't. But life goes on. So looks like it's done. It says read-only aspect is cleared. Advanced options, those are cleared. Click OK. OK. Now we go back and look at it. The properties again. Yeah, it's back. It's read-only. And let's do it here. It looks like this is cleared, this is cleared, but read-only is not cleared. I have a problem with that on other drives. Let's go drive F. Let's go to let's just go on Buddha here. I don't know what Buddha has in it. I'm Catholic, but says Buddha and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't seem like it has read-only aspect. Let's try taking the read-only aspect off. Let's go advance, take that off. Click OK. Let's go security, authenticate users, system, spaces, users, users, administrators, previous version, customize, sharing, general security. Just say why doesn't say administrator, spaces PC administrators. Just say if we add me here. And then click OK. You have full control, and then apply. Now click apply. Click apply. And subfolders, folders. Click OK. Click OK. Now I should have rights to change that, right? It's still read only. Security still says now spaces on there. That's full control. Advanced. Auditing. You must have given. Click continue. Add. Select principal. Let's do space again. Let's go full control. Let's go okay. Effective access. Select user. Go there. Say space. Check name. Okay. Okay. Then it says space. Then effective access. Full control. Apply. 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 Now, let's go here and do something funny. My roommate is Buddha, believes in Buddha. I believe in Jesus Christ. I went to Catholic church today at Salina Catholic Church. She has Buddhas in the other room. She believes in that. I believe in God and Jesus and Holy Spirit, but I also believe in dignities of the light. And Buddha is definitely a dignity of the light. So is Muhammad sometimes, and so is other dignities. You know, those who believe in goodness and love and different things like Jesus believes in, but also God believes in, work under God and protects our world and protects the people of this world. I believe in. I also do worship Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit, though. Just try taking the read-only aspect off again. Just double check here. Just double check everything. We'll try it one more time. All right, apply, apply, apply. Now let's see if it changes. No, it doesn't change. All right, last thing we do. So that's the issue. Well, is it because the Windows isn't activated? Well, let's check that out. Key. I've also had another problem. I bought a gift card for Microsoft Game Pass at the local Ralph's. It was $10. I tried to register it on Microsoft's website and also on Game Pass. Could not receive a password access. It would not let me add the $10 gift card. I did send the gift card with a letter to Microsoft's office that was on the back of the card. I do not know if they ever received it. It says Spaces, President of the U.S. WS Ambassador, product name. It says this is a Core i5-8600, 360, 64 gigs of RAM, NVIDIA RX speed, 788 gig, Intel OH, 31 storage. And then it says device ID, product ID, 64 processor, no pin available. Windows 11 Pro, 25H2. Windows Experience. Well, see. Activation, active. Windows 11 Pro. Product key, change. Product ID, product key. Help with activation. I did get this a key recently from another place. It did cost me like $15, I think. It was a legal key I got from a store, and I had 3 different keys for like I think $25 or $30. I was gonna get a key for my Steam Deck, and I was gonna get a key for my laptop and for this machine, and I also have a desktop that I wanted to buy a key for. Um, uh, Michael Gouldy, I'm a minister, so I should have the rights to make read only, take away, and fix that problem. You're over your storage limit on my stuff using iCloud. I'm not really using iCloud right now. Haven't paid for it, so it probably won't work. Rewards, uh, storage, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, I guess is still active right now. It expires on July 31st. I have paid for it the last 3 years, I think. Redeem a code or prepaid card. I tried to redeem it. It did not work. Your info on photo. Take a photo, choose a file, count. It looks like a valid install of stuff. Sign in options. Facial, hello, fingerprint, PIN, security key, password. Also, link devices. Register your new link device. Email accounts. This is my account on Microsoft account, spacesearcher@yahoo.com. I do have another account which linked to this as michael.gouldy@gmail. They both should be linked to this account. And Windows backup, access control, access to work or school, passkeys, rewards, payment options, order history. Order history. This is funny. I'll show you my orders. It will allow me to see those orders. Yeah, here shows my orders. I have Xbox Basic, Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Basic, Xbox Game Ultimate, and Xbox Basic. And then it should have multiple pages of this. In the past 3 months, this past 7 years. Excuse. It takes me money. I have 1,199. My income has slowly gone up on Social Security disability, but I have paid, repeatedly for these services and stuff. And some of these games are free, but some of them were purchased. But I paid for stuff along the way. Some we got, I did purchase them through the years. This says that been a faithful Microsoft devotee. I've done it with Apple. I can show receipts at Apple also. I am not a sex offender. I never, some people say that I had sex with my 2 nieces. I've never had sex with my 2 nieces. You can ask them. I've always been good to them. I've also been good to my family, people I love. I've also tried to be faithful to the United States. I've been faithful to the world. I've also been faithful to God. I went to church today. I walked around the park today. I prayed at the lady's place that she died in 9/11. One of her planes flew into the World Trade Center. I guess this is March 7th, 2022, the first Game Pass Ultimate. I guess that was a long time ago. It's 2026 right now, so it's been at least 4 years. So, and yeah, I have also been a big fan of Steam. I have purchased stuff. I own. I've been having problems getting authenticator to work. I don't know if somebody behind the scenes is contacting people and ruining my life, um, or because I am media and press and all that with CES, but lately I've been having problems. I can't get, I can sign into, I can try to sign into um, the people on this, but it says I need authenticator to do it, right? And and it says, please enter your email address at Gmail. So we'll go there. This is my email, and I'm a big fan of Humble Bundle and how it can bring money to charities. I wish it would bring more money to charities. There's on their 15th year. Um, I do owe some money to Discovery right now. This is AliExpress. I thought was pretty interesting from China. I haven't. I don't have any money to buy anything from them. Um, Google Security Alert. Google account successfully. Capital One. My phone number has changed. To my family. This is the Steam access code. 266. Yeah. And 2699H. And I do have then my account signed in. I can go in here and go to my about Steam. Looks like online 25 million players playing right now, 8 million basically. Um, I can also go to account details. This is Spaces box account. Purchase history. I'm looking for purchase history. View purchase history. These are things I did purchase this game, purchase that game, did some other things. I've tried iRacing. I've been a big fan of iRacing. I wish I could get. I've had some problems connecting it to Steam, but I do have purchases, and I did some other purchases. I did purchase some other games, um, and I did get some of these off of all things, and then I do have the Steam Deck also on here. I don't know if it's, yeah, Steam Deck 256. That was purchased for 570. I did buy it with the that was a Steam Deck that you just saw in the screen. It was purchased with went to my Mission Vale address. I now live in RSM. Um, it was sent to me November 23rd, 2022. When I got this, it was like 6 months after it was, or almost a year after it's open. So the Steam Deck's been out for a long time now. And the guy with Valve has not. When he came out with the Steam Deck, he said there would be dual boot. They would make it where you can run Windows and Linux. I requested in the video stuff related to that. I've asked that things could be done that the Steam Deck doesn't have a discrete graphics card. It would be neat if they could. It's about the same size as a laptop. Why can't they put a discrete graphics card in it? The other thing would be neat to have on the Steam Deck would be that from NVIDIA or AMD. But also another thing would be neat would be um, for the Steam Deck to compete would be some other things. The price of the Steam Deck and the price of the ROG Ally X is about the same on Amazon. It's cheaper on Steam, but the same price for a 1 terabyte LEX and a 1X. If you look on Steam, the LEX is a lot faster than the Steam Deck. I like the Steam Deck because it's flexible and does a lot of neat stuff. I did later buy a uh, Rocket Smith Remastered, but I bought the Steam Deck docking station here. Steam Deck docking station. Um, it was at the time $95. It's gone down in price. I did this mostly when I was going to school at University of North Texas. I was paying bills with my loans, but also did it because I was also disabled, low income, going to school through getting it through um, loans and getting my degree. I was going to try to go back to school when I could afford to. I've been trying to do YouTube. I've been trying to do make money through YouTube. I'm also trying to make money through TikTok and through Amazon and through PayPal donations and also physical donations and just trying to make my relationship with other people. Unfortunately, I haven't made any money. I've only made $1,199. I've been working at a pantry at Salina Catholic Church. I've worked there at least 12 to 13 times. I've been out here a year, so I haven't been there every week. Sometimes I'm too much in pain, so I don't go. And then also I do get other things happen. Um, I also do a lot of walking now that my car's been down. Somehow somebody got violent and took the violence into my car. And so my car started leaking water everywhere I went. So then my radiator was broken. Tried to get somebody to fix it. They didn't fix it, or they put something where later they fixed. I fixed because I did put stop leak in it. I don't know if I fixed it with stop leak or they fixed it, but then I got the engine running, and somehow the engine then put stuff in the transmission. The transmission became white and would not change gears. I don't know if somebody also changed the actual system underneath where they pulled the gear so it wouldn't transfer to the actual transmission. I don't know, but my car went down. I did recently donate it to a charity for the veterans. Um, this is Naruto. Sometimes I like watching it. Um, um, I purchased a lot of stuff from Humble Bundle, but I purchased some other stuff. And I just try to live cheaply. I do have 13 YouTube channels. I do have or 14 YouTube channels right now. Go over here. I can change uh, a Twitch account. I've been on YouTube for a long time. My Gmail account for Michael Joseph Gouldy or Gmail Michael.Gouldy is over 20 years old. I got it when I think when I was out here going to Chrysalis because my sister wanted me to find a job out here, and she said, "Why don't you go to Chrysalis?" I don't know why she wanted me to go to Chrysalis, but Chrysalis is basically a homeless program that teaches people how to find work. And so I met some people that are homeless and other things. It was after I helped her uncle. I took care of her uncle for like 4 months, and then later she said, "You have a choice being well, you haven't found work, so you either go home to Amarillo or stay here, but you can't stay at our house." She sent me to my uncle's for a week. He didn't like me being there. I didn't like being there. And then I went home. I was homeless. I stayed at Salvation Army. I got work finally. Then I went to the, I was also working at Salvation Army at the Best Buy. And then from Best Buy, I then went to Office Depot, worked at Office Depot as hard as I could, then got fired for cause. And when I got fired for cause, I was not rehireable. I was not able to get my vacation that I had since I was there for so long. As before they changed rules, and then when they changed the rules, they said part-timers couldn't get vacation, but I was there for so long, I had vacation because of that. And also I had some money put into a 401k because I asked for it just because I was going to pay taxes that way. I did get that money. Uh, then I also did some other things, but basically I wasn't I should have been a better employee, but I did go through management courses at Emerald College. And it was obvious to the management there I did, and they didn't give me any chance to even interview for any jobs. None jobs. I've asked repeatedly to do that. They would not do it. I had good reviews. I had all these little badges they give at Office Depot saying, you stayed for flood, you stayed for this. They give you little things and give it to you, and you put in a little thing, and I had like 30 of them. Because that's just what they did at the Office Depot. They had a guy that was then there for 18 years. I had a lot of other employees that were there for a long time because the people liked working there and supported the store. Anyway, stuffed animals and Ami and Naruto is I changed that from something else to something else. It was a channel. Then there's Spaces Box celebrating 20 years, and then there's We Suck Clan, Michael Gouldy Live, RC Cars, Planes and Drones, Vegan Works with Michael, Michael's Voice Stories, VR with Michael, um, Spaces Game Footage and Interviews. Then
Gaming on a tablet.
looks like I'm missing some. I'm missing Simulation with Michael. Why am I missing Simulation with Michael? I'm missing Simulation with Michael. I'm also on the Space Racer MG Steam Deck. Well, oh, let's see if I. Yeah. And Google account. Wallet inscriptions, payment methods, personal info, two-step links, apps, and then I think let's do. And we also have Spaces Box, Google. I'm looking for email. It says Spacebox 5664 pages Google. That's not my email. It's actually michael.gouldy@gmail.com. So I don't know if people are getting, if I'm emails are being sent to this address and not sent to me. And home address not set, work address not set, other addresses. Well, when I go into my actual account here, it does say there, Michael Gouldy, We Suck. They have Michael Gouldy here instead of being Michael Gouldy Live, RC Cars and Planes with Drones, Vegan Works with Michael, My Voice Stories, VR with Michael, Spaces Game Footage and Interviews, my MGM Live, and then all branded accounts. Let's see if they're all here. Cooking with Space, AK Michael Gouldy, My Voices Stories, Wishes, Playing with Steam at Space Station G, RC Plus with Michael, Sim Racing with Michael, Spaces Game Footage Interviews, We Suck, Two Clan, Michael Gouldy, MG Live, RC Cars and Drones, Spaces Box, Vegan Works with Michael, VR with Michael. Those are all my accounts. And I do also have Heart Institute for Care. That's my dad's account. I created for, and there's some other ones I put on YouTube. Then I don't know Michael Gouldy account, and then is the same thing. It was the same thing as Michael Gouldy Live. Don't know why it's still named as Michael Gouldy. I've tried changing the account. Let's see if I can change view profile. And it's asking me to sign in. And let's see if I'll change it to live now. And back. I've also had some problems with the data. And the thing is, Google account email, it still says Mike Gouliot. I'm also trying to authenticate. It says sign in passkey. It says account email is Michael Gouldy -3217 pages google.com. Who can see your Google account email? Anyone communicate? Well, this is the funny thing. Michael Gouldy, Michael dot Gouldy should be my account, not this pages. So I'm not getting emails. It's getting sent to pages. So I don't know what my deal is. And your data on Google, there's also 596 videos, 43 playlists, one 251 comments, 370 descriptions, download data. I've tried to download data before on Google Takeout. Um, this is a little bit different than this is all Google data. This is how you download your data if you decide to leave Google or choose to go somewhere else. I've had voices in my head saying they are Google and they don't want me. I don't know if they want me or not, but if they don't want me, I'm not going to be in Google. I'll put my stuff on my own channels and do my own thing. But basically, you go up here and you get to the top. I even paid extra so I could download all my data with my account on the I did have my CorelDRAW. For some reason, it still wants me to sell it to me. I did buy CorelDRAW 20 off of Humble Bundle. I'm currently going to use that instead of upgrading it. But they do have an upgrade right now on Humble Bundle if you want to upgrade for CorelDRAW. It's a great deal right now on Humble Bundle. I've also had a lot of problems right now with the um, things related to, of all things, um, um, and then we go next step down, uh, add to Dropbox, add to box, download the email via link, um, export. Um, let's do zip. Let's do 50 gig. Um, usually you can also, I had the option to actually drop it into I actually paid extra so I could have it on my Google Drive. It doesn't give me the option for Google Drive. Don't know why. So I guess I won't have Google Drive if they don't want me to drop it to my Google Drive. 5858, create, export. And then Google is creating a 58 process. And export created on August 2, 2026 at 6:06 p.m. It looks like it's August 2. Well, it should be, yeah, maybe it is August 2 at 6:06. I thought it was August 1st, but it is August 2nd. Then something funny happened. I can go Google take it out, and on the web, it should say something about failed versions of being where I couldn't manage exports. 65 products, they backup down on link, create 12:30 expired. Down link expired products. Now some of these were saying before they just failed. Now they say they're expired. And learn more. I'm trying to find stuff related to the actual backup. These are the products. That's correct. But it was also saying it went to the Google Drive. Now it won't say that it goes to Google Drive. I want to be good to Google, but I don't know if Google wants to be good to me. I don't know if I'm good with, Google. I'm not good with Facebook because Facebook won't let me log in. What did I do to Facebook? What did I fucking do? What did I fucking do to Donald J. Trump other than saying people died on January 6th? People died being crushed to death. And when he wrote, there's all those pardons. Did he fund something else with the pardons other than giving the money to the people who, he sued Google for the money, 24 million. Did they get the money or did it go to, is that how they got the pardons? And if they got the pardons that way, did they get the money? But also, if they got their money, fine. But, they got all pardoned. Well, the problem is people died that day and they were crushed to death. Very painful way to die. And I don't know. I think that's why I wrote the thing. It could have been done differently. Pence could have controlled the crowd. Trump could have controlled the crowd. Went down to the crowd and said, you have to do something different. Police have to pull them back, and then they could walk through the Capitol without crushing people. They could make it where people could do a tour, not hurt people, not crush people, not make people dead, not make people in the White House and the government, Democratic and Republican Party, scared that they're going to come out and kill them. You know, we don't do that here in America. We have a silent revolution, a silent way of doing things that we've been doing for 250 years. We just celebrate 250 years. It's called voting. It's called a Democratic and Republican and other people's. They changed the world by going down and putting a vote in. Things change. 2 to 6 years we vote. Every 2 years we vote for representatives. Every 4 years we vote for representatives and president. Every 6 years we vote for Senate. Then the people in the Supreme Court are chosen by the House and the Republicans and Democrats and other people in the House and Senate. That's how our government works. People get elected in the United States the same way. They get elected by electoral college. It's a republic, not a democracy. That's why Gore didn't win the vote against Trump, against not Trump, but Bush. He had the popular vote. Trump had the electoral college vote. Electoral college says who wins the election in the United States. And that's what Biden had the electoral college vote. Donald Trump has never said he won or lost the election. He said he won that election. He lost. He lost that election. Also, I do have these are photos, or these are docs. This is me at the NVIDIA only event, press only event. So I was pressing media on 2026. I was pressing media at the. It also has, if you look at this, this shows that I was at the press only event at NVIDIA. This also shows that I was media. If you go down here, it has a picture of me being media at the event that was the event where my badge is for being media at CES 2025. I was media there. I did go to, there was a booth. There's a guy, they had a thing about sim racing equipment, had a review, and that was their press for that year. I did see Linus Tech Tips at the Primax booth. I never went over and talked to him, but I was scared shitless of him. I did meet one of those people, Nolan, in the press area. I did meet some ladies in the press area at 2026. I did have a media badge in 2020, 2020, 2025, 2026. I did not have a media badge. I had a content creator badge. I do have stuff saying that I was media. It shows that I was media through letter from the people at CES. I was media also because, um, and also I'm media through Computex. It's not because of me writing to the girls, meeting them at CES 2025 or 2026 and asking them to get in their show because I was media at 2026. I did the work for it. I've done the work to become media. I did release stories about the CES, um, stuff in 2025 and 2026, and also I did the work also with talking about Route 89. These are all my channels through YouTube. Um, this is a big story. I think is a big story as being the fish tank, fish details. This is the link that goes there. There were a million links on each of them. If you go Dev, June, Berkman, and Shitta, those are all. If you go to any of those links, they block Hubi Michael Gouldy, but they also have a million links. 1,275 links, 228 fishes. Why are they blocking so many links? Is that AI? Is it something else? And let's go to Dev. Oops. I hope I didn't screw that up. It's not. Anyway, there's a video about this on YouTube Live. I've done a lot of videos on Live, and this is the links. And Security found freedom of speech and freedom of press. Michael Gooley, who this is the link for it. This is me playing with RC, the remote control to control RC Craft. Link for that and my link to Amazon. I haven't made any money through that link to Amazon. I don't know why. These are just channels, and these are my websites, donations, and then all the videos related to this. I did this USB card and did all these videos for that donation. I got a donation from my brother and did this video. I did got this donation, did these two videos. I did this. I did this product and did these 3 videos or 4 videos, and then I did this is my biggest video on YouTube right now, and I did this video. I tried to contact Tubi because I'm listed as malware from the fish tank, and they really haven't responded. I've also had problems with Restream.io because I do videos on Restream using their app, and my video would go not to the right place it was assigned to go. It's supposed to be going directly to it was supposed to go to Spaces Box. It would go to Simulation with Michael. It would also go to Michael Gooley Live. Michael Gooley Live videos would go on Spaces Box. Simulation with Michael videos would go on Spaces Box. And it would say it was supposed to go to the right one, but wouldn't go to the right one. That's why I left. This is some linking I was going to put. I might just forward Spaces Box to this right now. It's just some links and stuff on the Google page. I'm having problems with using Bluehost. I'm having problems with using Hostinger. I'm also having problems with exact data, exact hosting, but I didn't have any problems with performance. I didn't have any problems with certified. For some odd reason, performance was bought by First Cloud, and then they transferred me to exact. And then I had started having problems with exact. And I don't know if it's because freedom of express. I don't know who owns First Data or First Cloud. Maybe it's Donald Trump. I don't know. Why would they? Why do you purchase it? Who purchased it? Don't know if he has any relation to it. I don't know what he has a relationship with it. But just search for performance real quick. Just make a point. Go performance.com. Nothing's on performance because it's no longer existent. But if we go to performance web hosting was bought from what company? Well, it looks like Cloud First owns it. Cloud First and Performance Gen. One thing about performance and certified hosting came before performance, is they had impeccable, really good support in their billing department. They had really good support in their billing department, and they also had really good support in the tech support. It was free. I could call them. They would fix my stuff. I had a really good relationship. When I went to Exact, they required me to use a chatbot. I was with Performance for 13 years, 10 to 12, 13 years. They never gave me any problems. I had problems ever since I left Performance. And then more information, visit performance.com, and then it's a dead website now. And now, if you go to Cloud First and you don't support, it's a chatbot, I believe. And their corporate headquarters in Europe, USA headquarters, sales, careers, supporting USA, supporting Europe, media. I've tried contacting their media department. I've tried contacting performers a few times. I don't know if I'm getting a response from them. Doing this video now. I'm missing my phone. Don't know where it went off to. I've been stolen by something. My phone sometimes just disappears, walks away from me. I never see it. Just completely just disappears. Oh, it's here. Sorry. I found it. And I don't know if Performance CloudForce owns either Bluehost or the other company, Hostinger. Um, and I'll submit it. And it says, please enter a different address. This form does not accept it. Address from Gmail. Huh. So that won't work then, right? Yep, it doesn't work. Well, I guess I can send it to my other one, but can't have access to it. Huh. Funny, huh? If you come back here later and see it does support Gmail, please let me know. Um, um, I can send it to my other one. But right now, I'm having problems getting onto that one. Is we have Michael Goldie at yeah. Anyway, so I guess I just try it, do it through my phone number. Let's do Mint Mobile. And I wrote to support that Mint Mobile and show that the email didn't get through. Um, uh, Mint Mobile text main. Oh, we can do that. I guess we'll try that and then go back to cloud first. Paste. Then we put my number. Copy. Paste. And it should be good. Submit. Okay. See if that gets through. Then I do have TikToks and other stuff I have. And then right now I can't get into Facebook. If I go to Facebook, I've been blocked from Facebook. It seems that after I lost my iPhone 15, I haven't been able to get into Facebook. And I don't have the password, so I forgot email. Let's do my email. Find your account. Continue with password. I don't have access to these things. Try using their device. I don't have their device. Can't try the device. Close. You're basically screwed. I tried connecting with them, asking them. Look, continue. Can't get in. No longer access these devices. And that doesn't look like me because it doesn't have my picture. If I go to Facebook, .com/Michael J. Gouldy. That looks like my name. That guy with a beard. Do it like that. And then forgot my password. That has this one again. Why does it have my picture? Continue with your password. Click continue. Don't know my password though. So forget your password, then you can't get in. I have my old mobile number. I don't have access to it. Then they say, why don't you use your other account on your old texting program? That was I don't know the name of it right now, but I can't access that because it went with my old phone number. I put my old phone number and it gives me error because my new number is a 949 number. The old number was a 281 number. So I don't know. Looks like I'm being blocked on all of my accounts. Who's blocking my accounts? Is it Donald J. Trump? Is it Vance? Or am I a terrorist? How have I been a terrorist to people? Am I a foreign combatant? Or a home own combatant? No, I'm not. I've never done anything different against the United States. I'm a loyal citizen. I do have a passport. I do have the rights and privileges of being a United States citizen. I am disabled, on disability. I do get disability through SSDI. They could stop that if I was a terrorist, couldn't they? I guess they could. If I'm a foreign combatant, they could stop that. I've had it now for like 10 years. They can also stop. I get stuff through Medicare and Medicaid. I've been a loyal person. I have a father that was a medical doctor. I've been having problems with USAA. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, if there's anyone who wants to help me or be a lawyer or talk to me and give me support on these issues, please give me support. You saw my phone number; it's already been in here. Um, if you can help me, I can appreciate it. I don't know how way I could pay you, but any way you can help me, I will do appreciate your help and support. I do have, 14 YouTube channels or 15 YouTube channels. Um, and then I also have my TikToks, Twitter. I have accounts on Twitter, like 4 accounts on Twitter or 5 accounts on Twitter. Then I have 5 accounts um, also on on Instagram, and then I have for various channels. All these are related to the channels that they're related to. And then I try to create a Spaces Box and Michael Goldie Media channel. I do have a registered domain at Hostinger, what says that, but I decided to go instead and just get spacesboxmedia.com. And I did purchase that also. I do own that through Name, but I've been having problems with Name. You see that earlier today. It was on Name. We can show that also if you want. I've also had problems trying to transfer me and the RV repair back to Mandy Pruitt, and that who is the lady who worked on my car. She didn't do a good job, and when she was finished doing the job, she said it would blow up and not to drive it home. So, and I don't know if she fully took the radiator out, cleaned it out completely, very, washed everything out. So the problem and cooked it up correctly because when I started my car, my transmission had stuff from the radiator, and that's why when I tried to switch gears, it wouldn't transfer, it wouldn't change gears. Then I did start it up and put it in gear, took my foot off the brake, rolled back. People here at the apartment complex said, "You have to move your car. It's a derelict car. We have to have it moved or towed or sold." And then I was forced to donate it to. I tried to sell it to the people who work for USAA because they bought cars in the past from me. They bought a RAV4. When they come, they give you a check and you get the car. They take the car. Well, the guy who came said he didn't give me a check. He told me, well, I'm giving you a different price, and then he told me it's only worth $100. I said the tires are worth $100. There's 4 tires. They have rims. That's worth 100. The thing inside of it's no, we're going to crush it. It isn't worth that. Well, we're going to crush it, so we're not giving you support. Well, then I said I can't do it. So then I decided to still transfer it to the Veterans Charity. I don't know if they got the car or not. I do have video of that on YouTube and TikTok. Um, I'm having some other issues. Thank you for your time and support. I'm going to switch it back. You're going to see my screen again. That's my screen. We're going to switch it to Proof I'm Media. These are some things that proves that I'm media. Um, and this is my card that I took out when I went to CES 2026. I did take a loan to go to CES. I went to I also paid for it in Airbnb on Affirm. Both of those were paid by me. I slowly paid them off. Still paying them off. This is my dad and me when he was at Nursery Rome. He was a veteran. That's how I have access to USAA. My brother's a veteran. That's why I have access to USAA. I've been having problems getting donations on Patreon and PayPal. Don't know if there has been, and no one tells me there. I did physically donate to Patreon. I didn't see my donation or my thing saying I'm a member. I need to double check that. This is my links to Patreon and to PayPal. Um, this is my links. Please check out my Patreon and PayPal donate. My vegan works with Michael. My vegan channel, it has about vegan stuff, cooking and stuff like that. Vegan and also vegan plants. Cooking with Space IK Michael Goldie or Cooking with Space Michael is related to cooking. There's a podcast about Orange County place called Mission Viejo. They had a barbecue blast. I took a lot of videos at. It was a podcast. Spaces Box and spacesbox.com and Spaces Box YouTube. Spaces Box YouTube. I did some videos on. I have a podcast there. I also have a podcast on Route 89. Charities I hope you support was on Spaces Box. We had different charities from veterans charities, charities for the homeless, charities for kids, different charities along the way. When the website was taken down, it was because of freedom of speech, I believe, freedom of religion, freedom of press. That's my viewpoint. VR with Michael, michaelgooley.live, Sim Racing with Michael. I can create websites through text service or advertise through Spacebox LLC. Please check out Google, search for me, engine Michael Gouldy, michaelgouldy.com. Simply Amuse Band is my friend's music. Spacesboxmedia.com, spacesbox.com, my URL. Spacesbox and Spacesbox Media are both down currently. The other URLs should be working to their independent pages on YouTube. I appreciate and love my family on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spacesbox and Spacesbox Media. Other family on the different channels, TikTok, X, and Face and MySpace. Do have links here on my X account. Then I was a homeless. You can at Salvation Army. I'm homeless a few times at my dad's office, twice or three times, and then also at Salvation Army. Then that friendship shelter. I'm not been at homeless shelters because of drug addiction. It's because I just don't have money to pay for things. Um, I an outgoing program is an outgoing program that you go out to work. I got a job at Best Buy. Later, I got a job at uh, the Office Depot, and I did appreciate my family, sisters, and family in both dimensions. I appreciate Church of the Master for a battery they bought for me. Appreciate the pantries at St. Killian, Solano, South County Outreach. I did take some people that came with me from Friendship to those locations, my roommate and two other people. And then I also did volunteer at Solana 13 times. South County Outreach, a lady that works there is my old case manager from Friendship Shelter. Also, a guy with my other case manager runs another division here at Friendship Shelter. Comfort Cafe is a great lady. She runs that pantry. It's a pantry it's a restaurant. Once twice a month on Thursday they can go get something to eat and then look at the pantry. Donations at PayPal and Patreon and memberships. Really no cash value received. I did get 5 physical donations. Those were the um, USB-C device because I had a motherboard was a socket 5 MSI board that did not have USB-C. Then I had a charger for my iPhone 10. Then I got a phone from my friend. It was a Pixel with an image uh, was to, and then my brother donated to me. I drove 15. He said if I do a lot of walking, they'll pay for the phone because he wants me to walk and exercise, and that was his thing. And then also, I also got some vitamins from him, and then that's basically all the donations I got. Um, I haven't got any money. I have my sister gave me some money recently. That was $100. I don't know if that was a donation. She also gave me a donation of $100. Um, this is me today. I'm wearing this shirt. I'm sitting. Look at simracingwithmichael.com. It should go to Sim Racing with Michael YouTube. Movie Michael Gouldy has all my different links and stuff. It should go to different Google websites. MichaelGouldy.com should go to Who Me Michael Gouldy. Spaces box is currently down. Michael Gouldy Live should go to Michael Gouldy Live YouTube channel. Possibly trying to do a PeerTube install or something, some type of web hosting for just my videos, and then YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, social media, Instagram, um, I, Spaces Box Media is after 20 years on at spacesbox.com, Spacesbox YouTube. I'm creating Spaces Box Media. Michael Gouldy, it was mostly just for links and stuff. It's currently down. You can also look for the Wayback Machine. Um, it's on, and it has videos, pictures and videos of my website before. It's on the web on on the internet. I think it's Wayback. I don't know if it's that. Spaces box is currently showing my Facebook. Facebook is completely down. If you're talking to me on Facebook on that user, that's not me. When it's me, I will let you know. Also, other users. Only account right now on phone is my 949 number for Mint Mobile. I do have another number with it is for Access Wireless. That's currently down, but it's still active. The one for Cricket was a trial. I do have another Cricket membership in this phone because it was a Cricket phone I bought at um, the local grocery store. Then I did buy a Samsung phone. That was a Verizon phone. That I haven't been able to locate it. I haven't been able to locate my 15. I haven't been able to locate my 10. And I did give my 6 to my niece. And then my 15 Pro Max has issues. It kernel panics, and also it doesn't work with the eSIMs. So it just won't stay on but for less than a minute, and then it reboots. And it won't give cell access. It will do Wi-Fi. And some things I tried to transfer my Steam Authenticator from my iPhone, what's a 15 Pro Max, to my new phone. It crashed while doing the transfer, so I deleted it from both accounts. So I don't have a way to get into Steam right now. So I can't access, I do have a Steam Deck. I can't get access to my Steam Deck. I do install multiple operating systems to my Steam Deck. I would love to see Clover supported by Steam as an option or install for multi-boot. Also, I would love to see Deck Wizards refine script as a thing for Steam to support multi-boot. And also, Chris Tystix did a graphical install for Grub. You could do that also um, for the for and also you could just do Grub, I guess, as a multi-boot option also. And then there's also Windows 11 as it multi-boot. You can maybe use that. So there's like 5 different ways. I would wish Quim 3.8 was supported by the Steam Deck or AMD devices or Intel devices. It's currently on the Raspberry Pi. It's available through Raspberry Pi Imager. And what it does is it allows you to play different operating systems on the Raspberry Pi. You can get a 32 gig card, get 8 gig card, you get a 256 card, put that program on it, it installs, and once it's installed, it then makes the program. Um, um, you can choose what operating system you want to install, and then you can try those operating systems on the Raspberry Pi. A Raspberry Pi um, for 8 gig. There's Raspberry Pi 5 with 16 gig now. It can use the QUIM also. I think they're both 64-bit. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking care. And I appreciate everything you did. This shows the media badge at Computex. This is the Bible app. If you want to join me on the Bible app, shows only 2 people, 1 person right now on my Bible app. This is me on my dad. There's some scripture from the Bible app. This is a link. I had some other links. This is my PayPal donation. This is another link. Then I have this is my government benefits, 1,198. It's actually 1,199. This is the previous picture um, had my 2 badges plus Computex plus another badge saying I was media also at Computex on CS 2026. This is my card that I gave everybody at the event. And this is my CS confirmation saying that I was media. This is later they changed it to something else. I appreciate everybody. Please donate. Please help me. Please help me spread the word. I appreciate your time and support. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.